Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's SSG Chow, and today, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard the news already. I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard about it, I was like, bro, my brother came in, told me, yo, Luka got traded to the Lakers. I'm like, this nigga's lying, bro. I was literally watching the Lakers versus Knicks game, and it was like how Anthony Davis was out. So I'm like, alright. Later, my brother walked in my room. He like, yo, Anthony Davis just got traded, or Luka just got traded. He said one of them. Like, bro, this nigga, you lying, bro. I'm like, I thought he got sent out. So he showed me it's on ESPN, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This might be the craziest trade, craziest trade since LeBron. And yeah. Let's get right into the video, y'all. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit really is crazy though. It just don't even make sense.
That can stop the entire NBA world in its tracks at 10
If you say something about my background, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Did someone score 100 points? Did LeBron hastily retire in the middle of the season? What, did Michael Jordan come back out of retirement? What could possibly get everyone riled up out of nowhere? Oh my god. We all said in unison,
bro,
as news broke.
Let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. I feel like this is one of the dumbest fucking trades you could ever make, bro, in my opinion.
The Mavericks
and I'm gonna tell y'all why
Luka
later.
Doncic for Anthony Davis. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I figured this was just some big elaborate hack job, and I was waiting for follow-up tweets saying false alarm.
Then Zach
LaVine
got traded too.
But within minutes, it was clear that this trade was unfortunately very real. And the Mavericks are in fact out of their minds. The same player who Mark Cuban said he would rather leave his wife before giving up. The same player who was responsible for a third of the organization's finals appearances. The same player who by the grace of God miraculously fell into their lap 7 years ago is now gone. And after looking at the reported details of this exchange, how it went down and who was involved, this is, without exaggeration, the most shocking trade in NBA history.
Bro, is my shirt on backwards? Like, what the hell?
Today's video is sponsored by DraftKings. Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and DraftKings is here to make the big game with Jimmy
I feel like this is the dumbest trade you could possibly make because, bro, Anthony Davis is injury prone as hell, bro. You feel me? Like, this nigga gets injured from walking. This nigga gets injured from breathing air. And you traded a 31-year-old. That's not bad. That's not bad now. 31 years old is not bad. But considering, like, his... You feel me? Like, he's injury prone. Considering that for Luka... What, Luka's 25, 26? Luka... Man...
Only adjust the Luka AD trade. By now, the reality of the situation should be setting in. It has not. A trade so insane that fans are now theorizing if the league did it for the sake of ratings. Imagine concocting a deal so heinous that your fans literally think you're doing it for clout. That is how crazy this trade is. And there's about a dozen reasons why this is legitimately the most shocking deal we have ever seen. First, according to multiple sources, none of the players even knew this trade was happening. Not Luka, not Anthony Davis, not even the Lakers GM LeBron James. As some sources put it, this deal materialized in the shadows. In the shadows? What is this, the Illuminati? What do you mean in the shadows? And turns out this was the cleanest way this deal could have gone down. Because the next component that makes this truly the craziest trade to ever happen, Luka never requested a trade. He's been in Dallas his entire career.
Wow. Now that you say that, wow. This is the dumbest shit you could... The Lakers get into the finals this year. The Mavericks, it's quiet.
And outside of a few rumors, nothing suggested he wouldn't be a lifer in that organization. There wasn't any buildup. There wasn't any reports of a disgruntled Luka making demands. It just happened. Out of the blue. Which is reason number 3. The Mavs just traded away a top 3 asset in the NBA without even shopping it. No bidding wars, no asking around and assessing other offers. They just made the call to the Lakers and accepted the deal. Can you
That shit is
imagine
ridiculous,
the haul
bro.
Dallas would have got if they actually shopped Luka around the league for a couple of months? Oh, you want to give us Luka? Here is our entire franchise, the players, the coaches, the building, the staff, my firstborn child. Take it all. Thanks for doing
that's a
business.
fact, though.
I'll figure out the details later. If
Bro,
Rudy Gobert
they
is worth
they hands down traded one of the best players in the NBA for, you can say a veteran, you can say someone that went to the finals, all of that, but Luka has more time in the NBA left than Anthony Davis, bro. And Anthony Davis is not giving you what you really want. Luka is giving you that. Only thing you could say Luka's not giving you is defense. And even at that, the Lakers, all right, let's look at it like this, right? The Lakers need a center. They traded basically their only center for, what is Luka? I don't even fucking know. But why would you do that? But okay, looking at the next game, the Lakers play pretty good defense. You feel me? I don't really watch that much basketball. I know what's going on, but I know the Lakers need a center. They're not doing good without a center. But that one game, they did all right. You traded basically your center for or the map, bro. Oh my fucking gosh, this shit is so dumb, bro.
5 first rounders and a pick swap. If Mikal Bridges is worth 5 first rounders, a second rounder, and a swap. If an aging Paul George is worth a rising SGA, 5 first round picks, and 2 pick swaps. Can you imagine what a prime Luka Doncic would have fetched to the right team? Oh wait, I know. A 31-year-old Anthony Davis and a thank you note. It makes
Yeah,
no
that shit
sense.
is crazy,
and that
dog.
brings up reason number 4. The Mavericks were just in the finals last year.
Exactly. Why would y'all trade him if he just brought y'all to the
We've seen
finals?
players demand trades after a great season. But we have never seen a team willingly cough up a megastar after being just 3 games away from winning a championship.
Shit is
It's
crazy.
unthinkable.
It doesn't
because
make
reason
sense.
number 5, it's Luka freaking Doncic. You do not trade Luka Doncic. If you were to rank players in the NBA on their trade value, starting with the players who are the most untouchable, non-negotiable, hang up the phone, and down from there,
Nah, I
Luka
can't believe
is
this
probably
shit, bro.
3rd
This shit is
or
crazy.
4th on that list. The only 2 players definitively ahead of
Okay.
him are Wemby and Jokic. Now just try to wrap your head around the deal a team would have to offer in exchange for Nikola Jokic, or what the Bucks would get in return for Giannis. Here's a hint, there isn't one, because they would never trade them away.
Yeah.
The deal doesn't exist. Tim McMahon of ESPN reported that Dallas had 2 major concerns in regards of Luka's future with the franchise. The first one being his massive $345 million 5-year extension, which he
Okay.
would have been eligible for this summer, and the second concern being his health and conditioning. In other words, the man was out of shape. So, let me get this straight. The Dallas Mavericks just traded away the best player of a generation, the future of their franchise, and the man that just got them to the finals on one leg because he put on a few pounds. For fuck's sake, Zion Williamson ate his way into load management, and he has spent the last 6 seasons in and out of rehab, and the Pelicans are still sticking by him.
Exactly. That shit
No,
makes no
Zion
sense.
didn't deserve that stray. Seems like a nice guy. I wish him the best. But you get the point. We are now over a decade into the process, and the Sixers have yet to move on from Embiid. It's one thing for a franchise player to want out, to sign with another team if they aren't happy and the opportunity presents itself. But for a franchise to pull the trigger and get rid of a megastar in his prime because of constant conditioning issues is criminal. There's
Shit
really
makes
no
no sense.
precedent or great comparison for a trade like this. Because in the past, even when teams did trade a superstar, there was context behind those trades that at least made it seem justifiable.
There's literally, bro, like hands down one of the best players in the NBA. Y'all traded him because his conditioning. What are we talking about right now, bro? Like it really doesn't make sense. That's like trading away LeBron right now just because he's old. Now it's not really the same thing, but it's fucking LeBron. Now look at Luka. It's fucking Luka. He just brought y'all to the finals, bro. Like, what are we really talking about right now? Hold on. No. Why did this even happen? There's literally no explanation you can give me as to why Luka was traded. How does it make sense? How?
Some value before they inevitably left,
Doesn't.
or despite how good the star was, the team wasn't finding much postseason success and wanted to go in a different direction. Or the star was bound to leave anyways, made it known, and the team had no leverage.
Trading
so they
LeBron
were
without him
essentially
knowing
forced into
at
the trade.
that.
This
Like,
deal
what?
between the Mavs and the Lakers has none of those elements involved. Luka didn't request a trade. He's 25 years old, in his prime,
25.
and the Mavericks championship window just opened up. Now, as a Blazers fan, I am painfully aware of how hard it is to get your hands on a true franchise player. Painfully aware. In our team's entire 55-year existence, we've had 3. The first one got hurt, the second one was incredible, the potential third one got hurt, and the actual third one was also incredible. That's about one superstar every 20 years. What does the lackluster history of my team have to do with this trade? Well, because the Mavericks should know a thing or two about keeping their hands on a generational talent. Because
like,
in their
what,
franchise's history,
bro?
they've only had 2 of them. Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. The first one spent his entire 21-year career in Dallas, facing ups and downs and winning arguably the heaviest and most challenging championship of our lifetime. And the second one, they traded away for AD in a box of scraps after just 6.5 seasons of a
Like, they
promising
traded
career.
Luka
And
for
as
nothing,
every fan
really,
of
bro.
a non-major market team knows all too well, generational talents only come along once in a generation. The Mavericks aren't some hotspot for superstar talent. They don't get real chances to win it all often. Just 3 trips to the finals in 45 years.
Wow.
One of those trips at the hands of the guy who they just sent packing. They cannot afford to roll the
what are we
dice and
talking
hope for
about
greener
right now,
pastures
dog?
like some other teams can. You are not the Lakers. You get a player like Luka and you lock that man in and throw away the key. What are we doing? It could be another 20 years before a player of Luka's caliber puts on a Mavericks jersey. And the team traded him away because he was mildly out of shape. It
Like,
makes
what,
me
dog?
sick. This is coming from a desperate man who's got 18 years left before I see another day. Which brings us to their second concern. Again, according to sources, the Mavericks were not keen on giving Luka an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league.
Why?
If the third best
Why?
player in
That
the world,
doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. How do you? How? What are we saying right now, dog? What are we saying right now? Well, I gotta hear that again.
Which brings us to their second concern. Again, according to sources, the Mavericks were not keen on giving Luka an extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the league. But if the third best player in the world, who gets better in the
But
playoffs,
why? What? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
is a perennial MVP candidate who's hitting his prime isn't worth paying, then who the hell is?
Exactly.
Dallas said that this was a win-now trade. An oxymoron of a statement considering who they just traded and where he just got them
This shit
last
makes
season.
no sense,
but
bro.
superstars win championships. Superstars also cost a lot of money. And if you're not willing to empty your pockets, how committed are you to actually winning? In what world has being cheap ever won a team a title? It just seems completely counterintuitive to what they're trying to accomplish. Now, the implications
man, when that
of
boy
this
put on
trade
that
for the
Lakers jersey,
are
I'm
just
watching
as
that game,
drastic, but
gangster.
for entirely different reasons. For starters, this will be the first time in LeBron's entire career, youth, high school, NBA, a lifetime of basketball, where he won't be the best player on his team, which is already a huge adjustment for him and
That
the
shit
team
just
as a
gave me
whole, but
goosebumps. I ain't even gonna
specifically
lie.
because Luka and LeBron essentially do the same exact thing. Oversized on-ball floor generals with elite scoring abilities. In fact, they not only have the same skill set, they take on the exact same roles on the court. LeBron has always initiated the offense, even if it meant relegating point guards to other positions. And this usually worked in the past because no one did what LeBron could do nearly as good as he could do it. But now there's a guy who can do what LeBron can do, only better. So that means unless Luka and the Lakers are okay with him getting neutralized, LeBron will have to truly play off ball and within the flow of the offense for the first time in about 2 decades. 2 LeBrons on one team. Sounds great in theory, probably a bit redundant. Which leads me to believe the Lakers are actually playing a longer game with this trade. Sources report that the Mavericks are the ones that approached LA with this trade. And despite the Lakers playing fairly well as of late, I think they knew their chances of winning another title with the LeBron-AD duo was getting slim. So with the option of trading away key pieces and tripling down on a 40-year-old LeBron to carry them to the promised land, or trade for a megastar
Hold the
that just...
fuck on. This nigga LeBron is about to win a chip with Bronny. Yo, That is
showed
crazy.
up on their doorstep 5 minutes ago. They couldn't book AD's flight to Dallas quick enough, which makes me think this move was the first step into the post-LeBron era in Los Angeles. As we all know, LeBron will more than likely retire within a season or two, and the Lakers needed a new face for their franchise. And they just got it. Inexplicably, miraculously, in the most Lakers way
Yo,
imaginable.
this shit is crazy, bro.
How he would go out, who would be around him, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would be playing second fiddle to Luka Doncic in a Lakers jersey. All in all, it seems like the Mavericks won this trade, if you zoom way in and look at this as an 18-month window. But zoom out, and the Lakers are looking around asking themselves how they just pulled off a bank heist. With AD, the Mavericks lineup looks good, possibly a winning formula. But the Lakers got Luka Doncic, and in 20 years, fans will look back and wonder how one of the greatest players of all time in his prime was traded away on a random Saturday night.
Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. Hey, man. Crazy ass video. Let me know how I feel about this down in the comments below. As y'all can see, y'all know how I feel about this. I feel like this is very, very, very stupid. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see y'all soon.